let's change the subject here. I got another thing I want to ask you about that I'm interested in. Nothing to do with politics, really. The You played baseball.
Yeah, man.
The fact that college athletes can make money now, right? Like I think it's a really cool thing that like not enough people. Yes, the big stars will make money, but like, as do you think you could have made money? I'm assuming you played baseball in college. Did you?
Yeah, yep.
Where'd you go?
I went to the college in New Jersey, small school in Jersey.
Like, do you think that you could have made some money for your name, image, and
Uh,
likeness?
there's no money in college baseball. There's really no money in college sports unless you're like, you know, unless you're
Yeah, but
playing for.
here's one of my things about it. What about in that local area? Like, right? Yes, you're not getting tons of ESPN TV dollars, but like the local community that like the parents and like the people who live in the town, like that's
Yeah,
you get some sponsorship dollars from like local.
I, I don't think it's going to be anything life changing for 99% of people. I love that you can do it. I think it's so stupid that you would lose your NCAA eligibility.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'd love to see the NCAA go away. Frankly, it's just such
They
a
lost a lot of
terrible.
their power with this.
Yeah, it's just such a terribly corrupt organization. That like it's not even about money, man. Again, going back to freedom, like you can't change your school without losing a year of
A
eligibility.
year, yeah.
Eligibility.
Why?
The
Why?
coach can leave whenever they want. Coaches get a better job and they can go somewhere else, and no problem at all. But if I wanted to transfer to another school, I would have to sit out a whole another year.
Dude.
Actually, part of the reason why I ended up at a small school is I had verbally committed to a larger school, a big baseball program, and they had a huge issue with their coach. Got caught in like this crazy like abuse scandal.
Mm.
Um, yeah, and I waited too long to I guess decommit. So they counted it as if I was they counted it as if were going to transfer to another school. So even
Mm.
though I had never put on campus, I would have
Jeez.
if I transferred to another Division One school, I would have had to sit out my freshman year, or like 6 weeks, which is like 3 quarters of your freshman year. So you
Yeah.
just sit the whole year out. Sure.
Are
Um,
those rules still in place? Like the transfer rules? I'm assuming they are.
yeah, it's nuts.
It's so
It's nuts.
dumb.
Yeah, it's really outrageous, man. The NCAA, dude, the draft rules are horrible. If you really want to get into the depth of it, none of it, zero of it benefits the student athlete as a student or an athlete. None of it. The fact
Right.
that you can't, how about just give credit? Like I would spend 60, 70 hours a week on baseball. Like,
It's a good
should I
point.
not get a, can I
It's
get,
a
can
good
I get,
point. I never thought of that.
yeah, I literally, I would joke with people. I say like, I have my doctorate in baseball. Like I,
Yeah.
I went to we were number one in the nation. I went to a great school, 4 years. I won the National Player of the Year in 2006. I'm
Yeah.
like a baseball road. Yeah. And
Dude, you
then
could have made some
I played,
money. It wouldn't be life changing, but like you could have got
yeah,
someone to sponsor you or do a little commercial for a car dealership. Wouldn't be life
yeah,
changing, but you'd
yeah,
have beer money.
yeah, it would have been, yeah, beer money would have been great. I mean, look, anything's better than nothing. But
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be people are seeing these like ESPN headlines and they're like, this guy's getting 1.5 million from University of Miami. Yeah, it's gonna happen for like 14,
Big
15
time.
people. But
Huh?
yeah,
I don't
you know,
know. I don't know. I think there's an opportunity for even like a D2 swimmer, right? They can now host a camp in the summer. And like, you get 50 kids, $100 a kid, like that's your weekend. There you go. You
yeah.
couldn't do that before.
We all did that anyway, but yeah, yeah. Believe it or not. Dude, look, anything that empowers the student. But again, I'd love to see the laws changed completely. Like, hey, man, like, why do I got to wait till my third year before I'm draft eligible? If somebody wants to pay me, like, if I wasn't point of going to college to get a job, imagine
Right.
if Apple was like, hey, Sean, love what you're doing here. We want to have you come on. Would you finish college? You'd be like, look, I'd
Hell
love to
no.
make a couple thousand a year, but I got to get this degree. No, you'd be like,
Zuckerberg
I
and
understand.
Gates, they didn't finish college.
Don't even get me started on the draft. The draft is like the most evil thing on earth, man. The draft
Really? You
is as
think
evil.
so? How so?
Oh my! Well, you don't get to choose your employer. You have
That's
no
true.
autonomy.
That's
You don't get to
true.
choose.
You get drafted
So
by like the
let's
Buffalo
just
Bills and you're from California. You're like, damn it.
yeah. forget the location, right? That's, believe it or not, the location's like the least part of it. Like, okay, maybe Buffalo's great, maybe you'll like it, who knows, right? But the fact that you don't get to, like, okay, maybe I'm an option quarterback. I don't want to go to a West Coast offense, or
Right.
you know, I'm picked at the top of the draft because these guys are horrible at their job.
Yeah.
They're picking at the top of the draft because they don't know how to coach and they can't recruit talent. And everybody that they have keeps getting hurt. So now I'm supposed to be the savior of the franchise, and I have nothing around me. And then I'm a bust. And for the rest
Right.
of my life, I'm known as a bust. And it
Yeah.
completely and totally kills my brand. And I've got to wait 5 years in the NFL, 5 years before I
Dang.
can choose my employer. 5 years. And that's if they don't franchise. 6 years if
Right.
they do franchise.
Right.
What's the average length of an NFL career?
I'm a
3 years.
3
I've already
years.
got to beat the odds. I've already got to beat the odds by 2x just to be able to choose where I want to work, live, and who my coworkers
Dang.
are.
Right.
It's minor league
Respect.
baseball. Minor league baseball. I got signed by St. Louis Cardinals. Yadier Molina was the catcher when I was signed.
Oh, no
He's the
way.
greatest catcher. Still the catcher today. I should have gone anywhere but the St. Louis Cardinals. Literally anywhere would have been a better idea.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So, and they're a great organization. I learned more in my 2 years with the Cardinals than I learned in 20 years of baseball before. They're an unbelievable organization. But the guy's been there for 30 years. There's only 60 jobs in the world.
Right.
He's had one
Right.
for 30 years. So,
Jeez.
you know,
It's not your
again, man,
fault.
like, yeah, so the draft is
How
nuts.
should it be? How should it be then?
Crazy.
How should it be?
I think I like what soccer does. I think soccer does it correctly for both the teams and the. I think you should have a certain amount of money. There should be like a slotted amount of money, and then it should just be everybody's a free agent at all times. The same way it is. The same way it is in the regular world, in the real world.
Right.
You know, if you really want to work for J.P. Morgan in New York. And you know, I don't know. Bear Stearns is like, we really want this dude in our Cleveland office. They got to pony up. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I want to be, but you guys give me 125% of what they're offering, I'll come to Cleveland. And then people all the time, they're like, well, competitive balance. You know, the people would never go to play in these other places. Yeah, I think they would. I think there's more than 30 people that want to be a starting quarterback in the NFL.
True.
There's more people that would be like, you know what? Yeah, I'll go to Oklahoma. Yeah, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'll go. And
that's
also,
interesting.
these people are massively wealthy. It's not like these owners don't have the money. You know, like, you know, just because Green Bay, one of them gotten Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, who's to say that they don't have Fitzpatrick? Who's to say they don't sign Tom Brady? 6th round draft pick. Right? Like, compete. Tampa Bay Rays are amazing every year. Nobody wants to be the Tampa Bay Rays. Right? So I'm really look, you know, again, this is they say I'm the contradiction. I keep hearing all these, you know, pro workers' rights and these socialists, and then as soon as I say, all right, get rid of the draft, they're like, how dare you? You know, let's protect the billionaire owners. Let's not make them compete for talent. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Tell me more about
it. Sounds like you're consistent to me. I don't see a contradiction. I like it.
Yeah, I just want people to be able to choose the life that they want for themselves.
That's what freedom is, right? That's what freedom is. I love how you're talking about, like, you said we're a country that like started from what'd you say, like breaking free. Like we were Thomas Jefferson and George Washington. They were terrorists to Britain. They started their own country. Like, I like that. That's true. That's what I love about America. We're like a bunch of free spirits.
We are born out of disobedience, my brother.